Welcome to Ridge Life. I'm Tim, and today on Ramblings, back on the ridge. It is a beautiful day here in West Tennessee. It's about 80 degrees, low humidity, lots of sunshine. Yes, that's right. Chickens are happy back there, rabbits are happy, and I'm pretty happy too. I do want to apologize first. Did not do a rambling yesterday. This week, it seems like it was the weekend. It was actually Monday, Tuesday. Was busy. Now Meredith and I went to Nashville for an unplanned. It was kind of a spur of the moment trip. Got to meet with some associates and have a good time. It was really worthwhile. It was definitely worthwhile. But Meredith got up at 4 o'clock in the morning. And I got up at 5. She got ready. We got packed and everything. We drove to Nashville. We didn't get back into the hotel that night until about 12:30 or 1. Now, I will say this. We're pretty old. Well, she's not. Okay, I take that back. Completely. She's not. But she's a homebody like me. And staying out, till midnight is not typically what we do. We were tired way before that. But we did have a really good time. Hummingbirds are here. Beautiful. I could sit and watch the hummingbirds all day long. But yeah, so that was pretty cool. This is pretty funny. I'm gonna get right into it. We were at dinner with a bunch of people, and some of them I had never met, and they had never met me. And we were sitting at the dinner table. I had my sport jacket on, my white shirt, no tie. Looking pretty sharp, trying to look pretty sharp. Of course, Meredith's always gorgeous as usual. But I'm sitting there, and one of the gentlemen at the head of the table gets up, and he's thanking everybody for being there, and a great time and everything, and new guests and everything. And then he said, "But we got to be in the presence of the most interesting man in the world." And I realized, I know what he's talking about. They were saying that I looked like the Dos Equis commercial guy, right? The Dos Equis beer commercial, that Mexican beer. The guy with the nice shirt and the nice sport jacket, the little handkerchief sticking out. He's got 2 beautiful women on his arm, and he's drinking Dos Equis, and he's the most interesting man in the world. He got a gray beard, salt and pepper hair and everything. A little bit older than I am, though. That's I don't know what to say about that. But they were saying, yes, we got to be in the presence of the most interesting man in the world, and I don't think it was because of my conversation. Even though they were pretty interested in the whole YouTube thing. That was going off grid and all that. That wasn't their forte, but that was pretty cool. So Meredith is now engaged to the most interesting man in the world, in case you didn't know that. Pretty funny. This is iced tea, guys. This is not Coke Zero, okay? Iced tea. I stopped by and got some Taco Bell. And believe it or not, Taco Bell is actually a healthier choice than, say, McDonald's or Burger King and everything, because you can get lettuce, tomatoes, and guacamole, and nothing fried if you don't want anything fried. So, I'm not saying it's the most healthiest choice in the world, because you know what Taco Bell does to you later on. I know that. But goodness gracious, got home to Meredith to a problem. That's right. Now, we had this problem a little bit before, and it was kind of a developing problem, but it hit a head today. Meredith said last night when we got home, she said, "The pool sounds weird." And I'm like, well, okay, let me go check. And it was right at dark. So I got out there, and when I got out there, the pool pump wasn't running. And she said it was making weird noises. So I got out there, and I touched it with the back of my hand. You always want to touch electrical motors and stuff like that with the back of your hand. Don't ever touch it with the palm of your hand, your fingertips, for 2 reasons. If it's hot, if it's hot, you can, you pull away like this, and it doesn't burn, the sensitive areas of your skin. But 2, if it's electrified, right? If you grab a hold of something like this and it's electrified, your muscles are going to tense up and hold on to it. Right. So if you touch it with the back of your hand and your muscles tense up, they draw away. Right? They draw away. So I touched it with the back of my hand and went, ooh, that thing was hot. It wasn't shockingly hot, but it was hot. So I unplugged it and did some things to it, and I turned the rotor, and the pump felt like it moved freely enough. So I just left it off. Got up this morning, and before I left, to come over here. Meredith went to work bright and early this morning. I got out there, and I did some things. I plugged it back into a non-GFCI ground fault circuit interrupter protector device, just straight on extension cord to the barn, and it goes. And it was trying to turn, but not quite turn. I knew exactly what that meant. I unplugged it. When I looked down, matter of fact, I'll put a little video, maybe right there, of what what I saw when I plugged it in. Yeah, that's the magic smoke leaving the motor. Okay, so the magic smoke left the motor, which means it is kaput. Now, I contacted Meredith and said, hey, your pull pump's out. We can get a direct replacement by Hayward for about $600 with tax and shipping and everything. Or I can get a knockoff on Amazon for about $300 or $400. She said, well, let's go ahead and get the $300 one with tax. Well, actually, no, it wasn't even $400. It was $275 plus tax. So it was right, whatever. No, $250. It was $250 plus tax. So it wasn't even $300. So she said get that one. So we got that one, and that one should be here Friday, so I can get the pool going again, because it can turn green quick. And Meredith's pool it's an above ground pool, guys. It's her pool gets used a lot. It's the neighborhood place to go in the spring and summer. And there are a ton of neighborhood kids and family members and everything that come over. And Meredith's got a fence around it and all, a deck and all that stuff to keep things safe, keep people from coming unwantedly, But yeah, so I got to replace that pump when it comes in Friday. But at least no one got harmed, and it didn't do any major damage or anything. Ooh, that wind is blowing. Hopefully it's not messing up the microphone there, guys. But the wind is definitely blowing. While I was gone, I got a bunch of new materials in that I'd ordered, so I should be able to continue on with projects here on the Ridge. Now, it's kind of weird. I was at Meredith's this weekend. I finished a big project before I left. You guys saw the videos, hopefully. The video Monday of finishing inside the grounds. That was fun. Some of y'all have given me some great suggestions on it. One, which I got a lot of, is Tim, just keep a pair of shoes in the power shed and slip into those so you ain't got to walk around barefoot and get all those metal fines in your feet. Great idea. So I'm gonna get me one of my pair of shoes. I've got a pair over at Meredith's that are just perfect for it. So I'll get those to keep in the power shed. That way I can, when it's muddy like it's been, I just slip in, slip out. That way I can keep shoes on. So good idea. A couple other suggestions about the grounds and the cable arrangements and everything. I definitely take them into consideration, and there's a couple little things I'll be changing. So thank you guys very much for your suggestions there. I did actually do a walkthrough with my brother. My brother is actually an electrician. I don't think he's a master electrician yet. I know he's the foreman. He's the boss man. But my dad, retired master electrician. I sent him pictures too and everything, and he gave me some feedback. But I actually did a FaceTime with my brother, walked around, and he gave me a couple things, to change based on his input. He said, it's not really bad. It's just I would do this. It'd help your inspection go a little smoother if you do that. So thank you, Tommy, my brother Tommy. My dad's named Tom, and my brother's named Tommy. And I'm Tim. Yep, let's tease. But yeah, that video turned out good. But so I don't have a video for you right now because me and Meredith went to this impromptu trip to Nashville, which was very fortuitous, very fruitful, I should say. We'll have a little more information about that coming up very soon. So now I got to get back to the Ridge and work on some more videos for you. But I've still got a lot. The sump, I just got done draining the trenches a little bit more because they were still full from last time. Those you said, I can drain them, and they'll be full the next day if it rains at all, because this clay ground really holds the water, and my water table is so high, it's just easy to get water here, so it doesn't really soak up that much. Even though, as dry as it was last month, the amount of heavy rains we got really did soak everything down. And guys, it's already time to mow again. It's crazy. It's crazy how quick things grow. But yeah, lots of fun things. I will be doing a video coming up very soon, and then this is after a lot of people's discussions and suggestions on fire protection in the power shed. What's Tim going to do for? Now, not some of you say, well, I won't even get into that yet. What am I going to do for fire protection? Do I have fire extinguishers? Do I have ventilation? Yes, I will address that. Probably, what is today? Wednesday. Whew. My last part, I don't think is coming in until Friday, so I might be able to finish that. I don't think I'll be able to finish that up Friday, so it'll probably be early next week whenever I can get that done. So, but I've got a lot of stuff I can do between now and then. Well, I got a lot of stuff I need to do. It's probably off camera. I do a lot of things off camera, like mow and weed eat and trim and maintain things, move things around. I don't video. And I know I probably should if you want to see the actual RidgeLife day-to-day operations, but I usually just do the main work and stuff. And also, I try to edit a lot, so you're not watching me time-lapse doing 14 screws one after the other. I try to consolidate a little bit more. I know the videos are still long, but guys, it's a day or two of work, 10-hour days. So it's got to be some pretty involved stuff. But I try not to just put all the mundane things, me walking over to get my tape and rolling the tape out and cutting the tape. I just show you, the tape's on, so I try not to make it too boring like that, even though, I am not, I may be the most interesting guy in the world, but I'm not always sometimes the work I do does get a little boring if you're talking about solar and stuff. I know a lot of you guys want to see me move on to the house and stuff, but right now the solar is what I'm working on, and I got to work on what I got to work on. But I do appreciate you sticking with us, that's for sure. So let's see here. The wedding is coming up very, very soon. Meredith and I have been working on some paperwork associated with that. We got to get our marriage license. We got some, other things we got to take care of. So all that is getting arranged. We got to finalize our plans there at the 1886 Crescent Hotel. We're working with our wedding planner, trying to make sure we got all that lined out. Working with David. Now, Christina, her matron of honor, is not going to be able to walk in the wedding. Now, David, my best man, said he would carry her down the aisle if he had to, so that is an option. Whether she'll be a walker or crutches or a wheelchair, we don't know yet. But yeah, her surgery on her leg did not go to. The surgery finally happened, but it was pretty rough. So she had a lot of complications with that surgery. Now, if y'all don't recall, Christina, Meredith's next door neighbor, best friend, and matron of honor, she was playing softball with Meredith one night, and she slid into third, and somehow her tibia and fibula at the ankle got shattered. At the ankle bones, not just the tibia and fibula, but the ankle bones all got shattered in there, and they had to fuse them, and then they had to go back in and fix them. She's got pins. Oh, it was pretty nasty. But we wish her the best. Definitely wish Christina the best. Let's see. Willa, Meredith's daughter, has a recital this weekend. End of dance season recital. So that should be interesting. That's an all-day event. That'll be Saturday, I believe. Then I've got this Friday, I've got my son Morgan's graduation from college. He's graduating from Mississippi State, and he's getting all his final grades in. He's excited and ready to move on to his job down there in Florida and everything. So that's pretty exciting. And then Tuesday, Gavin, he graduates high school. My son Gavin graduates high school. So lots of fun things going on. It's very, very busy this next month, right? These next 4 weeks is going to be very, very, very busy with the wedding and all that kind of stuff. So, but we're going to take you right along. we'll make sure that you're involved. And I just talked to Melanie, Simple Life Reclaim. She's excited about the wedding and all the good, you know, again, the wedding is very, very small. Just a handful of friends and a handful of family. Aunts and uncles didn't even get to go. I didn't even get to invite Jeff from Bobblehead Homestead. Oh my gosh, Jeff is, you know, a good buddy of mine. Did not invite Jeff. I mean, there's so many people. I just didn't, because we just kept it really, really, really small. Sorry, the wind's blowing. Kept it very, very small. So there's so many people that I wish could attend, but in an effort to fit the hall we're going to be in and the accommodations, everything, we decided to keep it very, very small. Again, sorry to the aunts and uncles and nieces, nephews, and cousins that aren't coming. So. All right, guys, hopefully you enjoyed today's video with the most interesting man in the world. I don't have a Dos Equis, but I do have a cup of tea. So until next time, I hope everyone has a blessed, blessed day. Make sure you like, share, and subscribe. It's always 100% free. Hit that notification bell right down there to be notified anytime a new video comes out on one of our channels. And as always, again, hope everyone has a blessed, blessed day. Keep rambling. And go Ridge Life. Woo!